Well, hello, miracle working disciple maker makers. Jesus guarantees that his followers will do miracles, those he did, and greater things. And hopefully by now, you've become equipped and inspired to dig into it. So today we're looking at his 12th miracle. Of course, at this point, in no particular order. Now, my name is Jeff, and I'm here to guide you through Jesus' 37 miracles in the Gospels and how you are meant to jump into the miraculous. Yes, doing them yourselves. So let me set this one up a little. Jesus, after teaching several parables all day on land, is now located on the western shore of the Sea of Galilee, a freshwater lake in ancient Israel that had unpredictable weather and sudden storms frequently sweeping across its waters. Nothing like these waters, which are mostly calm here on the beach. So we pick this story up in Mark chapter 4, verse 35 to 41. It says, "On the same day, when evening had come, he said to them, 'Let us cross over to the other side.' Now when they had left the multitude, they took him along in the boat as he was. And other little boats were also with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves beat into the boat, that it was already filling with water. But he was in the stern, asleep on a pillow. And they awoke him and said to him, 'Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?' Then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, 'Peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. But he said to them, 'Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?' And they feared exceedingly and said to one another, 'Who can this be, that even the wind and the sea obey him?'" Jesus, ever in control and free from anxiety, but understandably tired from a full day of ministering to multitudes outside, is getting some well-deserved rest in the boat traveling across the lake. After all, he's got his friends around him who know their way around boats and water. So he goes to sleep. Sounds innocent enough, right? But the winds whip up so severely that waves are now crashing into their little boat and filling it up with water. And his disciples start freaking out. And with that comes accusation. With fear comes this accusation from his disciples against Jesus of all people. "Wake up, man. Don't you care that we're perishing?" First of all, I'm so glad I'm not Jesus. And I think we all can be thankful for that. But I know myself. Hey, where's all this coming from all of a sudden? I didn't bring the storm upon you. Don't bring all that noise to me like this. But Jesus, ever the chill guy, starts handling stuff for the people. A 3-word rebuke directed to the environment. Peace. Be still. And what happens? Just like that. The wind dies down, and subsequently the waves calm. In fact, they calm into what the Bible describes as a great calm. Crisis averted, thanks to the cool-headed, miracle-making Jesus. And I love what he does next. He starts rebuking them. Yeah. And imagine if you were on the receiving end of these next words. "Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith?" Not just a little faith, I mean no faith. No faith? Jesus told them straight out, "You are fearful because you don't have faith. If you did, you wouldn't be afraid." Faith is a huge deal for Jesus. In Hebrews 11:6, we learn that without faith, it's impossible to please God. And Jesus understands that faith unlocks miracles. When you and I finally believe God and take him at his word, we will have the confidence necessary to step out and do exactly what Jesus did and greater things. Again, because we believe what he himself said would be true and possible for us. So as outlandish as it seems that our words rebuking dangerous storms would cause the atmosphere and weather to change, know that it is not only possible, it is available to you and me. We just have to hear God's word and allow that faith that comes by hearing to rise in our hearts and prompt us to action. Seriously, let this not be merely academic today, but consider, here's you and your friends in a boat, in a bad situation. The weather needs to change or else you may all be hurt or worse. Well, this is why I'm making these, so you'll activate and do something about it. Jesus is no liar, and he said you can. And because he said you can, I'm also saying that you can. And I've created a little line of apparel that you can wear to remind yourself, as well as spark conversation with others, that we are meant to be miracle workers, doing what Jesus did and greater things. So visit andgreaterthings.com to pick up your and greater things gear today. Please do it. And also I'd like you to do something while you're here. Help spread this message by leaving a quick like, comment, share, and subscribe. It would be incredible to hear your stories and rejoice together, particularly if you've done this one. And know that I respond to every comment, so just jump in there and I will catch you on the next one.